Good morning, students. Today I am going to tell you about the importance of universal love and truth through the story of Oscar Wilde, the selfish giant. In this story, Oscar Wilde has described about a giant who was very selfish and nasty, who had a very big garden with many types of flowers and fruits. In that garden, the children used to come and play, but the harsh and hard heart of the giant never liked it. And one day he, he ran away all the children from the garden, erected high wall surrounding the garden, and wrote on a big plank, the trespassers will be prosecuted. This shows about his harshness and rude nature towards the children. The time passed. One day he woke up and saw the winter has gone and the spring season has arrived. But to his great surprise, except in his garden, everywhere there was spring season. The season symbolizes love, affection, happiness, youth. But in his garden there was still old winter season. He didn't understand why it happened. After some time, in one morning, he woke up by the sounds of the children. He became very angry. He took his mace and came to throw all the children out of the garden. But he saw that the spring season has arrived in his garden and children were playing. He understood that, oh, the children only brought the spring season. He went to the garden and let every child play. But he saw then in one corner there was a small child under the cherry tree and crying. He was unable to climb the tree. The giant softly went to that place, lifted the child and put on the cherry tree. At once the cherry blossomed, and in his garden everywhere there was spring season. He then understood that love can only make the world a paradise. He at once broke the wall and removed the plank, the warning plank. Years passed, and one day he saw the same child crying in his garden. Till that time, the giant has grown very old. That same child was sitting on the same cherry tree. When the giant approached him, he saw the wound marks on his palms and feet. He asked the child, who gave this wound? The child replied, it's the wound of love. And he offered that one day the giant had let him play in his garden. Today he wanted to take the giant to his garden in paradise. And next day the children found the dead body of the giant lying under the same cherry tree, covered with white cherry blossom. Through this story, the author wants to tell that universal love is above everything in the world. If the people will be given love and affection and care, can make this world a paradise to live in. He also says that universal love and affection, if brought and understood in this world, there will be no place for any selfishness, any hatred, any jealousy, and everybody will live in peace. Thank you, children. More in next.